What's going on, guys? Super Savage 789 here, bringing you guys a video. Today we're doing What if Jiraiya found Nagato early, episode 2. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. About Samehada. While Nagato did bring the sword back with him, he couldn't find any particular use for it. Besides, even though the sword was quite useful, it drained a lot of his chakra, even bringing him on the brink of exhaustion. Only someone near infinite chakra should be able to use the sword properly, and he knew just that person. After discussing with Minato, Nagato decided to gift the sword to Kushina as a wedding present. While at first she did have some difficulty using it, eventually she did master its usage. Might Dai's body would start emitting enormous amounts of red steam, and his chakra would manifest into a red burning dragon around his body. Dashing forward in a speed far surpassing that of the other Flash, he would then land a powerful blow on Kurama's body, bringing it out of the genjutsu it was placed in, as the Eternal Genin lands a massive blow on its head, making the fox feel the pain it never felt before in its entire existence, effectively knocking it out cold for a few moments. Meanwhile, Shisui would make an attempt to contact Nagato by sending out a messenger toad. However, Danzo, having none of that, would kill the toad before it can send the message. Minato, now actually being a lot stronger than his canon counterpart, also knowing the Sage mode as well, would immediately turn the tables on Obito, forcing him to flee earlier than he did in canon. Having extensive knowledge about Nagato's abilities, and Kushina being in critical condition, Minato would summon Fukasaku and tell him to reverse summon on Nagato and bring him there. Sadly, the recoil using the 8-gate formation would be too much to die, and his entire body would slowly crumble into ash. The Kyuubi would make a quick recovery from its injuries and start attacking Konoha, now more enraged than ever. However, before it could wreak even more havoc, Nagato would show up and immediately summon the adamantine sealing chains, effectively restraining the Kyuubi. Minato would inform Nagato that dangerous times were ahead, and he is the only one he can trust with Naruto and Kushina's safety. Nagato would be against the idea of Minato sacrificing himself, but Minato would inform Nagato that this is the only way out. Kushina was too weak and injured, and Nagato, while proficient at using seals, never studied them towards the extent Kushina and Minato did. Thus, he didn't know the Uzumaki method of making someone a Jinchuriki. Nagato would remain reluctant about the idea of passing over such burden to young Naruto, who wouldn't have any choice in that regard. Performing the Reaper Death Seal, Minato would seal half of the Kyuubi within Naruto, and another half within Kushina. Once the ritual ends, Nagato would summon the King of Hell, and immediately put the nearly dead Kushina in, instantly healing her fatal injuries and revitalizing her chakra. Kushina would break down in tears, holding little Naruto, but Nagato would comfort her, telling her that she needs to be strong for the baby. A huge funeral would be held in honor of all those who died defending the village, especially the 4th Hokage Might Dai. Nagato would apologize to his students, saying that he failed them once again. Guy would tell Nagato not to blame himself, because till his last breath, his father fought for the sake of protecting the village, proving that he was a true beast by taking on the demon fox itself. Shisui would inform Nagato about the messenger toad, which never made it to him, which would make him a bit suspicious about Danzo, as he had his doubts about the bandaged man for the longest time. And he would also learn about how he kept the Uchiha clan away from the battlefield, which could have saved many lives. However, he doesn't decide to make his displeasure known yet. This time, the Jonin Council put in Nagato's name, considering his reputation and years of loyal service, resulting in him becoming the 5th Hokage. Since the one who attacked was confirmed to be an Uchiha, Danzo would push his anti-Uchiha agenda even harder. However, Nagato, having no inclination of listening to them like Hiruzen did, paid no heed to such claims, and wouldn't agree of either place them on the border of the village, or transferring most of the Uchiha police force power to the Anbu. The resentment would build within Uchiha, as a significant portion of shinobis and civilians would still blame them for the Kyuubi attack. Through Nagato's close relationship with Shisui, would eventually extend to Itachi as well, and be more than enough to deter some of the suspicions. As the time passes, Nagato will continue taking great interest in Shisui's progress, seeing that both of them shared similar ideals, with the interest in making him Hokage in the future. It's possible that Danzo makes an attempt to recruit Shisui and Itachi in the Anbu, even asking Hiruzen for support, which he would do so, but I really doubt Nagato's inclined to listen to him as well, and he would just respectfully decline. I also believe one or two of the advisors could be replaced with someone Nagato can trust. Since Kushina would be busy taking care of Naruto and dealing with the grief of losing Minato, she might very well suggest the name of her best friend Mikito, and I don't see Nagato objecting much to this. Seeing a famed war hero and the wielder of the Sage of Six Past Eyes working so closely with the Uchiha clan would most likely cause some of the lingering mistrust clan and villagers might have had towards the clan. Vice versa, it would also quell any of the anger Uchiha clan might have had towards the village as well. Danzo would have been angry and potentially treasonous enough to try and overthrow Nagato. He wouldn't be in any position to act, because it's highly likely he'd be stripped from most of his powers and responsibilities. The Foundation is either disbanded or have a harder time undermining the Hokage. Danzo tries to attack Shisui as normal, but he manages to use the Flying Thunder God Jutsu that Nagato taught him to escape. When he arrives at Nagato's location, the Hokage is furious and asks for Danzo's execution, who has to escape to avoid his fate. The Hyuga would likely be closer than ever with the Uchiha. Fugaku would not take the Cloud's attempts of kidnapping Hinata, and would not agree to their terms. Despite their bluster, I very much doubt that the Cloud would have gone to war with the Leaf Village. But guys, that's what I'm going to leave it here. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, let's see you in the next episode. Thank you to Mac, the writer, for writing it. I think it was really good, and yeah, bye!